Hi guys, Alina here. Welcome to my channel. Happy 2026. I'm very excited to see you guys here. I'm looking forward to building a little community of like-minded people and share our tips and tricks for mindful, successful, and peaceful life. As 2025 taught me, peace of mind is the biggest luxury, especially in those very fast-paced times we're living in. So yeah, I would say 2025 was a year of a lot of change for me internally, maybe a little externally, but pretty much mostly like changing my routines, changing how I sleep, changing how I eat. I'm sure you guys heard a lot about, it's been everywhere, like eat more protein or eat your protein at least. Yes. So yeah, I think that was a big part for me. And also the big part for me was how I planned my year last year with what I'm looking forward to doing this year. So this year I'm approaching my goals differently than last year. And I would say not by doing more, but just by structuring my year better. And what helped me in that is the book I recently, actually, it was audiobook for me in this time. It's the 12-week year. I'm sure you guys heard about it. And I feel like I'm usually pretty skeptical about books like that. I prefer to read just like classics, like Russian or European classics. But that book was actually very interesting. So, as you can see in its name, it just tells you how to make your, I would say, goals happen, not in a 12 months time frame, but in 12 weeks time frame. Yes. And we'll talk about it a little later, but I would say from the first half and from the amount of changes I did in my last year's routine, I think they kind of match with the stuff they were saying in the book. So I have a, I don't know, luxury or privilege of not having to be at work at 9 a.m. So I start later in the day, which gives me more time to start my morning slowly, enjoy my cup of coffee, and yeah. So in the book, and something I actually saw a lot on YouTube, like people now try not to, just grab your phone first thing in the morning. I've never been a person like that, but I know some people have to do it for their work and stuff. So I don't understand, it's not 100% realistic for everyone. But I would say, yeah, not grabbing your phone first thing in the morning, just keeping it on that don't disturb mode, just really getting into your morning dawn for me is very important. So yeah, in my case, I would say the biggest shift was to separate my time into different blocks and respecting those time frames. Yes, so according to the book, you should have strategic blocks, which is work and money. Yes, that's for me, weekdays 2 till 8 p.m. And then one of the days, Saturday, I work actually 9 to 5. And then this is your no distraction zone, work only, money making or high value activities. And this is where your progress actually happens. Yes, you're not distracted, you're not trying to multitask and do 5 things at a time. You're really laser focused on your work. Hopefully you're enjoying your work in this part. And then the buffer block is like life admin, right? We still have all those emails. You can just disappear from all the social media platforms and like abandon all your friends and life. So those are my buffer blocks. For me is my morning. So after I have my protein, high protein, savory breakfast. Shout out to Glucose Goddess and my friend who just introduced her work to me. Yes, so you have your buffer blocks. That's when you like do your emails, do your social life, I don't know, planning, checking, a little bit of scrolling. And for me, it's morning like 9:30 till 10. That's when I have my coffee, and really helps me to like in one productive block again, just get all those things done. So I don't let these parts mix with my strategic blocks, yes, with my work and money, high value activities, right? And then the last is your fun time. So it's your breakout blocks, like if you're an athlete, you would call it recovery probably. That's when you just enjoy your life, do your hobbies, watch movies, go outside. And yeah, rest should be scheduled. That's something which 2025 really taught me, that I need to rest more, because I would say I'm not very restless person. I just, yeah, I think my Eastern European upbringing just like has a thing like, why are you resting? Like, I don't know, go clean the house or something like that. So I would say, sorry, let's use the light. No? That's too dark. So I would say, for me, rest wasn't a priority, or like I would feel guilty about rest and just do nothing. But now I do understand how much it gives me if I have like a nice peaceful Sunday afternoon off, as in Italy they say, dolce far niente, right? You can correct me on that if you're Italian. Sorry. So those parts are very important for me now too. Like I feel just how much it helps me in my Monday. Like Monday is really long work day for me, and I feel if I rest on Sunday very well, like that Monday goes so much easier than if I would be restless doing stuff when I should be resting. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. So again, let's put it as your rest is scheduled and it's not earned through exhaustion. So like even if you didn't have a very busy productive week, you still deserve rest. Again, that's something I have to remind myself. Hope you guys are better than I am with resting. So that's part one. Yes, we talk about how we separate our life in those times. And of course, is very basic. You can add your, I would say, breakout blocks. Yeah, I'm sure I mentioned sports, and yeah, sports for me, or like being physically active, is very important for my physical health and my mental health. So I would say that's a very important part of my schedule. And yeah, I think we should move to our part two, which once you, I would say, separate your life in those three zones, then you can think about your goals a little more clear. And this book teaches you, once you choose your goal, to start with a big vision for your goal. So I want to move into how we're going to set our goals. And this book teaches you to start with the vision. I think this is very important part, to have the vision first. I feel like vision is like, feels like that part of your big yearly plan. And but then you might take that vision and bring it into your 12-week year, right? So vision is where everything starts for us. It's a starting point of high performers. This book talks a lot about business. So if you're a business owner, I think you can find lots of really interesting insights. If you have like a big team, I would say it would be very fun to have, like, I don't know, maybe it's in my head, to have a party, a little yeah, when everyone is creating the vision for the company, or where they want to see themselves in a company in future. And I feel like it could tell you a lot about your employees, right? Because if they don't have like a big vision for them in this company, maybe they're not planning to stay there for that long. Okay, I can't give much advice on that, but let's talk about vision. So your vision creates your ownership. It gives meaning to your discipline, and it helps you to choose future over comfort. I'm sure you've heard that phrase that discipline is the highest form of self-love, or like regret, pain of regret, or pain of discipline, all that stuff. But in essence, yes, you should every day choose between your comfort and the future described in your vision, right? So when you create your vision with your goal, So the goal is a step to this big vision, right? You should ask yourself, why is this vision important to me, right? What will I be able to do that I can't do now? And the last one, what changes for my family, friends, my community will I reach once I achieve that vision? So let's repeat one more time. You ask yourself, why is this vision important to me? What will I be able to do that I can't do now once I get to that point? And what changes for my family, friends, and my community if I reach it? And then you're gonna connect your vision to your daily habits. I guess that's that little part we all, if you like dreamer, missing, right? It starts to do some small steps. So try to pick maybe couple small things. That was a really long pause, sorry. A couple small things you want to improve. So for me last year, I was more doing like a little 30-day challenge, and it really helped me. Like I would put a little note on my wall. If you see the notes on my wall, those are French verbs. I'm attempting to learn French, so that's my system. You just put stuff on a wall. I don't think my landlord will be happy about that. Anyways, so pick a couple things and example, I know, very simple things like I want to lose 10 pounds, or maybe some career goals, like you want to ask for a raise, but in order to ask for a raise, you should maybe show your boss a little more effort, a little better results. So when you go and ask for your raise, it's not just like, oh, it's because of inflation and all that stuff, but you can actually show some proven results and prepare for that, right? So once you choose your vision and you choose your goal, then we're gonna start with a plan. And I think that's a fun part about this book, because it gives you very like strong framework for that. 12 weeks, yes, we're gonna go in that in a little deeper in my second video, but pretty much it tells you like every week you have a little task to do, and once those 12 tasks are done, you're there. Your vision should happen. Shouldn't be a dream anymore. So yeah, I think we'll touch base on our part 2 of planning and the 12-week framework. But I would say let's have you guys thinking about maybe 2 or 3 things you want to achieve in the next couple of months. Again, for my last year, I did like evaluate my goals in like in middle of the year, and I even back then I realized, oh wow, like what I was thinking, I mean, those don't really make sense to me anymore. So now I feel like I do have like a set of things I want to achieve this year, but also I'm more realistic and giving myself like a smaller tasks to accomplish. I hope you'll have a great rest of your morning, day, evening, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!